What's up, gang? It's your boy Chris, and we first start out with Smith Machine shoulder shrugs. I got 315 on the bar, and we're gonna hit this for a total of 10 to 12 reps. And basically, what you want to do is come up with the weight, raise your shoulder up. You want to try not to make any movement with your elbows, and try to hold it up for about 1 to 2 seconds, and then ease it on down. Call it a day. Here we working triceps, doing skull crushers. I have the 90-pound easy bar, and I do it a little different here when I go up higher in weight. I actually make the bar touch my nose and go back up. Most people, they take the bar over the top of their head, and you'll see that when I go down to 75 pounds. But here, when you go up, you're getting a good contraction on your tricep in the up position. And you want to hold that there to keep constant tension on your triceps for a good 1 to 2 seconds, maybe 3 to 4. And here's an example of actually going over the head instead of on top of the nose. I go down in weight to 75 pounds. And we're going to keep that rep range around about 10 to 12, 15 if you're feeling froggy. I like training in volume, so I always like to guarantee I get the maximum out of my training sessions. Up, down, up. And here we are doing overhead tricep extensions. 30-pound dumbbells, I believe 30-pound dumbbells. And it's pretty much the same thing with the skull crushers. You want to go up over your head, hold it. With your arm in the up position, your tricep is in a contracted state, and you're just tearing those muscle fibers. And that's why I believe in doing volume training, to keep attacking those muscles. And these, when I say hold it for 1 to 2 seconds, that's what you would call a pause rep. And of course, you want to do both sides. Give yourself a good 10 to 15, like I said, a 10 to 12 range, like I said. Make sure you have even balance on both arms. So whatever you do for one arm, you want to make sure you do the same rep range for the other arm. Hold it, down, hold it, down. So here we are on the tricep cable extensions, and it's the same thing, guys. Whenever you work in triceps, the outward extension, holding it outward, holding your arms outward, is going to put that strain and that tension on that tricep. Out, back, out, back. See, I'm repping that Longhorns right there. Texas Longhorns. Kind of upset they fired Mac Brown. Excuse me, not Mac Brown. They fired Charlie Strong, I mean. They should have gave him at least 1 more year. Anyway, here we are on the cable rear extensions. And again, it's the same thing. Notice here I don't have any attachments on the cable. I have the cable pulley actually down a little bit higher than a little bit below my chest if I were to stand straight up. And basically with this movement, I just want to make sure that I got the cable going out, in, kick it out, hold it for a few seconds, up, out, out. And when you see the tricep flex on the outward movement, remember the arm extended out is when you get the most tension on your tricep. I'm putting tension on my tricep and tearing that muscle fiber. tricep cable pull downs, and the same thing. On the downward motion, my arms are fully extended. I got all the pressure on my triceps, and I'm holding it for a pause rep of 1 to 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds, 3 to 4 seconds if you're feeling really good about the training session. Like I said, we're doing volume. Now for most of these routines, I like to do at least about 4 to 5 sets. On a really heavy training day, I'll do 10 sets of each routine. So here we are doing dumbbell shoulder press. I got the 75-pound dumbbells in the air, 70-pound dumbbells in the air, and pretty much it's self-explanatory. On the upward movement, I'm getting a lot of activation in my delts. I'm getting a lot of tension around about my traps. And it's the same thing. Up, hold it for a pause rep, come down. Up, hold it for a pause rep, come down. Here we are doing front delt raises with a 10-pound plate. And I actually got the idea of doing this from watching Branch Warren at the Metroflex gym in Arlington, Texas. But notice on the raise, when I go up, I don't go up. Well, here I go all the way down. You'll see on the other arm, I don't go all the way down. And that's pretty much to show you guys that I want to just maintain constant tension on the up and downward motion. So I go down as far as I can until I feel like that tension is about to go away. Hold it, pop it back up, hold it for a pause rep to keep that tension on the delt, go back down until I feel it about to go away where I still got tension on it, and back up again. And pretty much this whole technique, pause rep, negative reps, all this good jazz, they call it time under tension. So you want to keep your muscles under tension for an extended time period. And believe me, after about 3 to 4 sets, 30 seconds of rest time in between sets, you'll definitely feel it if you do time under tension that way. So here we are doing side delt raises, and it's pretty much the same thing. Notice on the downward motion, I don't take the plate all the way down because I want to make sure I maintain the tension all the way throughout the movement. When you go down, you're letting go tension on the shoulder, or the delt, I should say. So I want to maximize the pump, get as much as I can out of that muscle so I don't go all the way down. And again, like for the overhead tricep extension with the front and the side delt raises, you want to make sure that you give both arms the same amount of reps. Remember, all of this in terms of building muscle, you want to make sure everything is balanced, aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Well, aesthetically balanced. Remember, we're building Mount Olympus on these shoulders, people. Here we are doing standing military press. And for here, pretty much the same thing with the dumbbell press. You go up, hold it for a few seconds. As you can see, my muscles is most contracted on the upper movement. Hold it for 1 to 2 seconds. And the count on this one, going down on the front side is 1, down on the back side is 1, up, down front, 2, up, down back, 2. And you want to do this for a good rep range of about 10 reps per set. And trust me, going forward to back for 1 rep, after about the 8th rep, you definitely gonna feel it in your shoulders. And again, I do this for about 4 to 5 sets. And I usually like to superset this with the shoulder raises. So I'll do front and side delt raises with the plate, and then I'll do the standing military press. So here, we're just doing regular dumbbell shrugs. Nothing special about what I got in my hand. I got standard set of 75s. I could have went up a little bit higher, but I wanted to make sure that I got better form here. So like with the Smith machine shoulder shrugs, you want to make sure that it's your shoulders is doing the work, that's lifting up. You're lifting up by your shoulder, and you're not cheating by bending your arm and pulling the weight up. Make sure your shoulder is lifting the weight and holding the weight. And this is more so working on your traps. This is pretty much going to build those traps up. So here we finished the session off with shoulder machine press, and pretty much the same thing with regular shoulder press, pretty much the same thing with standing military presses. The only difference is I'm not going in front and I'm not going behind. I'm just got one standard movement. We want to do this for the same rep range, 10 to 12 for the 5 sets. You can do a progressive overload or you can do it like that. Check me out on Instagram.